3 letters. She's not going to let these little 3 letters keep her from dating. STD. I think she probably should. Kristen's got the email.
I am feeling really conflicted about what to do about a situation. Part of me feels like I should mind my own business. The other part of me thinks it would be wrong not to reveal a secret about my friend in order to protect someone else. I just don't know what is the right thing to do because I feel really bad for my friend too. I think it was about a year ago, my best friend dated a guy very briefly, but long enough to where she was sexually active with him. Shortly after, she was so upset and told me in tears that she had gotten herpes and was certain it was from him. He wouldn't admit it. He wouldn't admit it was from him, but she hadn't been with anyone else in a really long time. She had a really hard time emotionally with it all and was really concerned about her future. She was afraid that nobody would want to be with her if they knew this about her. I don't know what to say to her, and I felt awful. She had eventually come to the conclusion that she just wouldn't tell anyone. I told her that would be wrong of her to not be honest with others and potentially give this to someone else. She seemed to get angry at me and told me it was easy for me to say since I'm not the one going through it. Since then, I've sat by while she dated several guys. I hope and assume she had not had sex with them since they were rather short relationships, but I can't be sure. I wanted to ask her or make sure she was being honest with them, but I knew it would cause a fight. However, I recently found out through a good friend of ours has developed feelings for her. However, I recently found out that a good friend of ours has developed feelings for her and is actively trying to get himself out of the friend zone. Because of what I know about her and the fact that she won't tell him, I've tried to actively keep him from liking her. I know that sounds terrible, but I want to protect him. So far, my efforts are not working. As a friend to both of them, what is the right thing to do? Do I tell him of the risk since she wouldn't?
Ooh, I am so out of my league here.
We need a doctor to call.
Yeah, I'd love to have an opinion on it. I just feel so educated that I feel like it would just be stupid. So 1-855-BERT show. Like, aren't we talking about different kind of herpes and stuff? You got that little lip herpes thing going on, but that's a whole bunch different than genital herpes, right?
There's different types of herpes, and then also when it comes to having physical contact or intercourse, it depends on, I think, if the herpes are present at the time. But we need to have like a physician on, like somebody who is knowledgeable. Because just because you have herpes doesn't mean you can never have sex again.
Right.
Yeah, you get like an outbreak. And then if you have it during the outbreak, then that's when it's like extremely contagious.
You guys want to go on the voice disguiser if you're a little educated in this area, but you don't feel comfortable being on anything except the voice disguiser? That's cool. 1-855-BERT show. And I also don't know as far as the argument goes, like, look, I know it was this guy because I wasn't with anybody else. Does something like that lay dormant for a while?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Deborah, good morning. You were on the Bert Show. Hello.
Hi. I was just wondering, this woman that has the STD, all the pain and suffering she went through, why would she want to inflict that on somebody else? Why would she think it was okay for that guy to do it to her to do it to somebody else, but not for that guy to do it to her?
Yeah, because she also has a case of the selfish.
Yep.
That's why. She wants her cake and she wants to eat it too, right?
I'm just trying to do some research here as far as to like, what's the responsible way to engage in sexual activity if you've contracted an STD.
Nikki, good morning. You are part of the Bert Show. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Go for it.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
You know what? How are you?
Great.
Okay. Well, what's up?
I have a piece of education to share with people.
All right, here we are.
On your mouth, it's herpes simplex. On your genitals, it is a different form, but it is herpes duplex, not like a double house, but
Got it.
So you can take what's on your mouth and transfer it south if you are having an active outbreak. And if you have a cold sore, if someone's got a cold sore, don't go anywhere near them. They are absolutely contagious. But unless you are having an outbreak, whether it's on your mouth or down south, you cannot pass it along to someone.
Oh, really?
Can we have your credentials?
So she can keep that. I've had it for 27 years when my husband and I first got together.
Wow.
He had a cold sore on his mouth. It didn't realize when, you know the rest of that.
Yep.
And we went to our doctor, and she was like, yeah, this is how it happens.
Gotcha.
And honestly, I think I've had one outbreak in 20 years.
Oh, no kidding, really?
Okay, thank you for that education, and
So
thank you for
she
being
can
open.
She can keep that to herself as long as she's
Responsible.
in touch with the fact that she's contagious or not contagious. So, and herpes is not, HIV. It's not, it's herpes. It's not a big, everybody has it and the ability to pass it on to someone else.
Gotcha.
It's in your blood.
Okay. Appreciate your call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great morning.
You too.
You too.
Let's get a doctor on and talk about this also. Hey, Doc.
Hey, oh my God, this is so exciting. I've been listening to you guys through residency, so this is very exciting.
And you have been waiting and waiting. When can I call? When can I call? Oh, herpes? I'm going to call him.
That's your moment.
I got this. So I see a lot of patients with this. So you actually, whenever you're going to have an outbreak, most patients will have like some sort of tingling sensation. They'll know about an outbreak is about to come. We call it a prodrome period. And during that time, you can technically shed the virus. So if you have those feelings, you should kind of be careful. The second thing I've seen a lot of patients get into trouble with is, if they have an outbreak in the genital region, they'll be like, oh, well, I'm using condoms and things like that. But if your skin that's not covered by a condom gets into contact in, the pelvic area of another patient who's, is not protected, you can transfer it skin to skin even though you have a condom on. So that's something to be very kind of mindful and cautious about. But as long as you're aware of those two things, I have patients who've been married just like the last caller for 20 plus years and have protected their partner, and it's totally not a problem.
I know. I'm going to ask you sort of an ethical question that I don't know that you'll feel comfortable answering, but do most people tell the person that they're dating that they have this initially?
Unfortunately, I've kind of seen the gamut. I've been on the other end where they didn't, and they had me take a look and see if that's what it was.
Starting to break up. Dang it.
I think she said, unfortunately, most people don't tell, and she's been on the other side of that.
I think we probably all knew the answer to that before I even asked.
Yep.
All right, it's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.